It was 1974, and I had just gotten out of college for the first time. Yep, I would do that 3 times total. My first car, my 1966 Ford Mustang, my college car, my daily driver, well, the spring shackles had just rusted up through the trunk. This was New Hampshire. Salt. It was done. We parked it. By early 75, my dad had had enough of me driving his Ford pickup and told me I needed to find another car. By this time, I had a full-time job, so I was saving up the money to buy one. Well, Dad got his way. Dads always got their way back then. I had been running into all the local dealerships trying to decide what would be my dream car. Found this Pontiac Grand Prix. It was sort of the end of the muscle car era and the start of the Malaise era. I buy the car, love it, have lots of adventures in it, and I drive it every day for the next 17 years. Then I park it in storage for the next 32 years. Until now. So we're about to start New Hampshire's mud season. Now, if you're from a cold climate, you know or you know. So I need to get the Pontiac out of storage, and I need to move it up to the big garage because I want to start doing some work on this thing. I want to replace this hood liner, and I also want to pull all the tires off because we're almost ready to put this on the road. If you've been following the series on this car, you know that last year we did a lot of maintenance on this thing to get it so it was ready for actually driving after 30 years. So I need to get this up to the big garage so that I can jack it up, put it on jack stands, pull all the tires, get the tires over to the tire store, and also while it's there, replace this hood liner. Let's do that work. So this is a brand new battery, but it's been in storage all winter. I did charge the battery once this winter. Green. All right, we'll let this charge for, I don't know, an hour, and then we'll start moving the cars around. So the hope is with a few pumps of the accelerator pedal, this thing will start right up after 4 months in storage. If not, we're going to have to add some gas to the carburetor. That's better than this thing has ever started. Let's hope that's a trend for the summertime. Some tires and wheels. Back on the Pontiac, back on the list. So if we look at the exterior, we're down to the new tires. So that is going to be the next thing that we do here. The other thing is I was thinking I was going to blast and paint the wheels. I'm changing my mind on that. I'm going to put this in parentheses because I want to get the tires off, bring them home, look at the wheels, clean them up, and see if I like them the way they are. Patina is sort of where we're going with this car right now. I don't plan to do any major repaints or restorations at this point. Excuse me. So patina is sort of where I'm at on this a little bit. So I'm probably not going to blast and paint them. Again, we'll see how that turns out. The other thing is the cap centers repair or replace. I have them. I'm just not sure what kind of condition they're in or if they're good enough that I can put them back on the wheels when they're done. The problem I was having early on, or not early on, the problem I was having towards the end before I stored this thing for 30 years is the cap centers would rattle, and I ended up having to tape them on with duct tape just to keep them from flying off and losing them. So I got to look at that and see if I can actually save those cap centers rather, and that'll be part of what we look at over the next few days as well. So these three things, tires, wheels, and cap centers, are in large part what we're going after by getting these wheels off today. The other thing is the engine bay, replace the hood liner. That is a video that's coming up pretty quick. I do have the hood liner. If you watched one of my earlier videos, I went down to Ames Performance and picked up a new hood liner for it. That's a video coming up as well. Let's see if we can get this thing up on jack stands where I want it to live for the next week or two while I get these tires pulled, the wheels home, cleaned, and then back to having tires put on it. Ogadugga! £4,000, boys and girls. It's one hell of a lot of car. I like it. I like it. I like it. What you guys like best? Do you like the electric Ugaduggas or do you like the air Ugaduggas? Leave a comment. Oh, are those dirty? Holy moly. Okay. So I'll tell you a Grand Prix story. Back before I had a storage unit or a garage to put this in, when we first got married and bought the property, we didn't have a garage. So everything got stored outside, including the Pontiac, but it never got driven in the winter. We always jacked it up, And I had stumps, big stumps, wood stumps that I had cut, and I used to jack this car up and lower it down onto these wooden stumps. And my theory was, and leave a comment if you think I'm wrong, was that I got the springs so they expanded so that the weight of the car and the weight of the snow, and back in the day we used to get 2-3 feet of snow on a regular winter, and it would weigh this car down, because once it snowed on it and once it was buried, I didn't look at it again until spring. So we kept it from rusting because we oil undercoated it and because we never drove it in the summertime. But again, I always used to do this. I used to put it up on stumps so that the springs would expand and help keep them from sagging. Anyway, let's get this tire off. These lug nuts are chrome from back in the day, but they are definitely rusty chrome. So I don't think there's any cleaning these up. We're going to have to buy some new ones. These are nice because a lot of the chrome lug nuts that you get today are actually chrome caps, and these are all chrome. These are steel lug nuts with just chrome plating on them. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. These, I'll have to preserve these too because I don't want to get these all messed up. Future video, I'll tell you about a dishonest mechanic shop that I went to with my car once. And when I went to pick it up, my chrome rims were missing. And I found them on his car. That was a shit show. All right, I'm not going to move the camera around, show you the other side. It's going to be the same as this, rinse and repeat. But I'll come back when I got the car completely up on jack stands, and we'll talk a little bit more. All right, let's go over to the workbench, and I want to show you a couple things before I end this video. So I need to add some new lug nuts to this, or see if I can clean these up. I don't know which will be it. We'll find out. So I'm going to also add lug nuts to this, and I don't know if I can clean these up or not. I'm going to try at least. Again, patina kind of is everything for me right now. So we'll see if we can clean these up. These are not inexpensive, so if I can clean them and use them, I'm going to. Again, oil undercoating, so the oil's all over these things. Almost as much oil as rust, but we'll see how that comes out. I can only find 2 of my center caps, and I know I have all 4, so I'm going to have to go on the hunt for these. But this is how these fit into the center of the rim. And I have a couple broken tabs here. And actually, yeah, a couple tabs. And here's what these things used to do. So they're riveted, and those rivets get loose, and these things just go down the road rattling. So again, I'm either going to try and fix these because they are original, they have the patina, or I'm going to have to buy some new ones. These are not inexpensive. I think they were like $60 or $80 a piece. This is crazy stuff. But restoration, as you all know, is never inexpensive. So I don't need these to get the car on the road. I do need them to make the car look good. These are the trim rings. These are in really, really nice shape. I'm pretty sure they're all stainless steel, so we need to clean these up. But probably just some either light steel wool or 3M pads, those colored pads might do that. I told you one day I'll tell you a story about a mechanic who took these off my car when I had the car in for some service. I was so pissed off. I was so mad because he denied it, and but I ended up getting them back. So silence is admission, I guess. But we're going to clean these things up and get them on the rims as well. We're going to be flipping back and forth between the Pontiac and the Dauntless V6. I have some more stuff on order for that. My buddy Wayne came over. Wayne's the same guy that did work on this car for me. If you go back to watch some of the previous videos on this car here, Wayne has volunteered to help me put this engine together. Anyway, Wayne come over and he checked out all of the work that had been done. He approves it. He thinks it's all good. We did discover, however, a flaw, a damaged cam and cam lobe and lifter. I'll show you that in a video coming up. Wayne was saying that it was so badly damaged that it was only a question of time before the engine got damaged, but I'll show you that cam. I do have a new cam on order. Comp cam, it's coming for the Dauntless V6 or the 225 Oddfire. They're telling me a month out before it even gets shipped. We'll see how that even turns out, I'm hoping. But so we'll be flipping back and forth. Like I said, I got some more work to do in the Dauntless. I got some more tools coming in. Wayne gave me some suggestions on some things that I need to or should do to the block before we get ready. So I'll be bringing that video to you. I am also going to do, while these tires are being worked on and the rims are being worked on, I'm also going to put the new hood liner in here, and I want to take you down that journey as well. Again, the goal is to have this thing on the road somewhere early May. Car show season starts. I'd like to get this thing to a few car shows. Again, the world has not seen this in 30 years, and I'm anxious to drive it and show it to the world. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, and I certainly hope you did, please do all those things. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are growing slowly, but with your help, we are growing. I appreciate you. I love you, and I will see you in a video coming up here on Russ to Resurrection. Bye, guys.